NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge, and this was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Now, slide 80. We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Who that?
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And not the start he was hoping for there. As he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Carr gives to Richard, and nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Carr now on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Ryan Kerrigan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 85 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The sack by Justin Ellis.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson. 68 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Carr now to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Ryan Kerrigan getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. Got some room at the 30. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. J.J. Nelson, 85 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The 23-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Crunch time, defense. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You run. Right there. 54, right there.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now Oakland ready to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive. And his first carry, he loses the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that. All
the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He's going to fire this. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On first down, this is Geis. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Six man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. check, motion, 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 motion. Go, go. 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Danny.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. To throw again on second down. Haskins. And that's off the mark. Incomplete. Was trying to get it to Darius Geis out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Gotta do better.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Coming to you, coming to you.
On first down, it's Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go one more. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Heavy on the edges. 54 is Mike. 54.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
To throw on third down. Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Thompson. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey, Bubba. 5-4. Oh, you got deep? Hey. He's mine. 54 is mine. 54 is mine.
Geis with the carry on second down. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now after the run by Geis, here's first and 10.
He's checking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Watch the run. Right there. 54. Right there. Switch up. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
And that'll set him back 5.
Ready. Check. Watch 54. Here we go. Hey, watch that. Check. Mike 54. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Mike 54.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Haskins, third and long. Well, he's going to go for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here we go.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Benson Mayoa. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams. 51 yards. And the Raiders are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set. Henry. Check right 54. Right 54. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
They start on the ground with Geis. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got it. He's coming.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
And the blitz does come. Josh Doxson's got it complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check line 54. Line 54.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Carr going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now the Raiders will face an important two-point conversion attempt here. They're going to try and run for it, but he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their one-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This
I put a star. I put a star. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw his Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
17 yards that time and a Washington first. Here we go with Haskins. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Haskins to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Whip, hold on. Watch the whip. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the edge here. Kill.
On the ground, Geis. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
One down. 185. Check 53's mine. All day, baby. All day.
Now Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. A big play there. Carr to Nelson. 51 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So a pressure kick there by the young man, and that should be enough to finish this one off.
Well, he's a second-year guy now, so he says, don't call me a rookie anymore. And I tell you, he's got a bright future in this league. And kicks like that are going to make sure he sticks around for a good long while.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. 15 on it. 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike. I got one.
One final shot for Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
I do this for the family.